Hey, Steve Brown, a 25-year plus veteran of the comedy game. Oh man, I was shocked. I couldn't believe what I had seen. I really couldn't. I was really shocked. It automatically triggered me because of something prior that happened to me. I didn't look at it like everybody else did. As a matter of fact, I think Chris Rock and Will Smith are the victims.
You know who's got the hardest job tonight? Javier Bardem and his wife are both nominated. Now, if she loses,
Chris is looking pretty good right here.
Win.
Doing a great job.
He is praying that Will Smith wins. Like, please, Lord.
Mm-hmm. And you see Will Smith laughing.
G.I. Jane 2, can't wait to see it. All right?
All right. This right here is what got me. When Will Smith, when Chris Rock actually did the reference, you could see Will Smith actually laughing. He's enjoying himself. He's enjoying his night. So that lets me know that the bar didn't bother him. That wasn't what set him off to me. Mm-hmm. Let me go a little farther. Now, let me stop it again. Now, you see Jada right here give him that look like, you gonna protect the black woman? Later, we find out that she has alopecia. People started researching alopecia. Alopecia is not a death sentence, okay? And Chris Rock stated he didn't know anything about alopecia. Nothing or no one is above a joke. You are open game, especially if you are a celebrity. That's just what it is. That's what it's always been. At award shows like this, the Oscars, the ESPYs, all that, the MC is always joking on people in the audience. It's never been a time where that has not happened. So, I mean, why would he go away from what he's been doing? That makes sense to me. Chris Rock is not writing these jokes. He's responsible for reading that teleprompter. So it's not like he's picking on her. He just made a reference. So I can understand if he's saying, Jada, you this, you that, you that. No, that's not what happened.
That was a nice one. Okay. I'm out here. Richard.
Okay, now, when Chris Rock said, he, to me, my personal opinion, him being a comedian and him having a relationship with Will, I personally think that that Chris really thought that Will was gonna come up there, probably grab the mic, and they joke on back and forth on one or fake wrestle or whatever. He never saw this coming. He had his hands behind his back. He thought it was like, okay, hey, my boyfriend to come up here, we about to get it in, have a good time, an Oscar moment, but he didn't think it was gonna be that type of Oscar moment, so that's what it was, I love Will Smith, number one. I love Will Smith, but number one, I'm thinking about my situation. So if I saw him coming at me like that, I'm gonna have to meet him halfway. We're gonna have to go at it like right then. You're just not gonna get a one-up on me like that. You know what I'm saying? Now that I know what you're about to do. So I'm probably gonna hit you first. We gonna have an Oscar moment. They're gonna be talking about the fight. They're not gonna be talking about the slap. He disrespected himself, number one, and I don't even realize he had the mental capacity to realize how bad he was hurting himself. Because again, he's emotionally wounded. The reason I know that he is going through something is because this is not his character. This man is going through some stuff, some dark stuff, and this is the reaction to what he's going through. God damn. Every time I look at this, it makes me go back to what happened to me. Every time. It makes me feel for him. I didn't feel sorry for Will Smith at the time until I started really doing my research, but I really felt really bad for Chris Rock, and it made me mad because security didn't intervene. You know what I'm saying? And this is starting to happen all over the place. People just walking on stage and hitting people or assaulting people or confronting people, and security is not doing anything. That is what pisses me off more than anything. You have to guard us. You have to make sure we're safe while we're up there making you money. You know what I'm saying? I mean, we matter. we have families to go home to. So, after all of this, And after my situation, well, even before this happened, I now take the attitude of a police officer. That's how I am on stage now. I take the attitude of a police officer. And the attitude of a police officer is, no matter what, I'm getting home to my family.
Will Smith just smacked the shit out of me.
My wife's name out your f***ing mouth.
Okay.
Wow, dude.
Yeah.
It was a G.I. Jane jump.
Keep my wife's name out your f***ing mouth.
This will be echoed for years to come. Keep my wife's name out your mouth. And to me, this is where his wife stole his moment. She stole his moment just by the little reaction that she gave him to put pressure on him to go and do that. Oh, you're not going to protect the black woman? After she has emasculated this man so many times publicly, you know, and humiliated him. And this lets me know that this slap that he gave Chris Rock wasn't about the joke. It was about all of the humiliation that he's been going through from you, me, and everybody else. These memes, these tweets, all this stuff, and all of this the pain came as a result of Jada putting all of this business in the streets. You know, the cheating and all that other stuff. And, you know, he's Will Smith. People are going to come at the highest man on the totem pole. And she's sitting back, letting it happen. And she's the result of it. So this man is frustrated. So now he's sitting here enjoying the biggest night of his life. What did she do? She stole it from him by putting pressure on him after she's emasculated him and made him look bad for so long. Then she's seeing him enjoying himself, and then she gives him that look. Oh, you ain't gonna protect the black woman? Then he goes up there and does it. Now, if she really cared about him, and if she really cared about him, she would have stopped him right then. He's under so much pressure to try to please her. Anything that she had said, he would have listened to her, because it's not about the Oscars. It's not about anything else. It's about him pleasing her. She has him so manipulated and wound up, he will do anything to get some type of validation from her. You don't believe me? Look at the slap. That's not Will Smith. Will Smith is not known for BS like this. So this is why I'm a Will Smith fan, I'm a Chris Rock fan, but honestly, the one who was in the most trouble here to me is Will Smith. And he's going through a lot of shit on the inside, and it's coming from home.
That was a greatest night in the history of television. Okay.
Hey man, this right here, it shows pure professionalism and restraint. I don't think anybody else could have sat there and let that happen. A lot of people like, man, I would have dove on him. I would have hit him. I'm biting the nigga in his back. I'm biting him dead in his damn back, in the small of his back. You know, right here, when you get hit, when you make you arch, that nigga would have arched that night. I'm telling you, and was not going to let go. Then I probably would have snatched somebody's wig and threw it on Jada. I would have went to the studio where the red table talk is, tipped that bitch over, everything. Everybody got to pay that night. It would have been like, man, Will Smith slapped that comedian, but that comedian lost his mind. That is going to be embarrassing for eternity, because that clip is never going to go away. And the Oscars, as big as it is, it's not going to be remembered because it's the Oscars. It's going to be remembered because of the slap. That slap has overshadowed everything. That is the biggest amount of disrespect a man can do to another man. If you slap me, that means you're ready for war. And the thing is, I knew that it really wasn't Will Smith, because Will Smith slapped him and turned his back like, oh, bitch, you're not gonna do nothing. I did it, and walked away. That's why I knew he was out of his mind. To get publicly assaulted in front of the world, and you have to still sit there and be professional. That dude, he deserves a fucking Academy Award for that. I mean, just for the effort he put in to keep his restraint in check. Columbia, South Carolina, I think it was 2.5 years ago. I'm on stage doing my thing. A guy, he's sitting there with his family, enjoying himself. I mean, just I mean, as a matter of fact, I later learned that, the dude complimented me on some shoes I was wearing. You know what I'm saying? Before the show. So he's enjoying himself, and I think he got a little too drunk. I don't know if I said a reference or whatever, but next thing you know, he's up. And the security guard tried to intervene. He didn't beat the security guard ass and knocked the shoe off, everything. That's how bad you get. You know you getting your ass beat when your shoe come off. So yeah, he beat him up. And then the MC of the show, he was like, "Oh man, we got him. Well, I'm sitting here watching that. No, y'all ain't got him, because he just beat up the only security guard. That was the only one. So now you get patrons involved and everybody. So now all of a sudden you seeing the crowd move. And I'm like, okay, maybe they do have him. But the crowd is moving my way. So I'm like, it's moving towards the stage. I'm like, wait a minute, y'all got him? Yeah, we got him. Next thing you know, this fucker on stage. So the dude that's assuring me that everything is okay, when old dude get on stage, he throw his hands up and he leaves. I'm like, you fucker. You know what I'm saying? So now I'm up here, I gotta go at it with this dude. Mind you, I do the boxing thing or whatever, So I'm cool. I'm just like, okay, I'm this dude gonna come with it. I'm gonna show him what time it is. I'm not, I'm not gonna hit him because I don't want to risk no lawsuit or no shit like that. So he's swinging. He's missing all this stuff. I'm ducking and dodging, but I'm looking over his shoulder thinking that security is going to come to my aid, or some type of security. This motherfucker standing here with his shoe in his hand watching, so, the dude's still trying to hit me, and I'm like, okay, I'm good. Then he picked up the bar stool. No, he picked up the mic stand. And my leg was like, nigga, you ain't trained for this. So I'm in trouble. So he throws the mic stand, thank God. The bass flies off, hits the wall. I'm good. So I'm like, okay, maybe they're going to get him now. Nobody shows up. Then he picks up a bar stool. I'm like, this nigga trying to kill me. So he throws the bar stool, hits me with the bar stool, and it's over. After that, after everything kind of calmed down, all the adrenaline was going and all that, I watched the video again. It hit me. I'm like, this dude was really trying to hurt me. And I ended up with post-traumatic stress disorder behind it. I would come home after a show, and the brother, he went to prison for it. And I knew he was locked up. But when I would come home after a show, I would be checking around my house like he's gonna come out the bushes. I was up.
Do you think Chris Rock is facing some type of post-traumatic distress after that?
Of course. And I think he's probably gonna have to get some counseling for it. I mean, he's a professional entertainer, and we go through a lot. A lot of people don't realize how much we go through mentally and emotionally. And of course, he's gonna see it again. He's gonna have dreams about it. He's gonna have all that. Like for instance, when it happened to me, I would be on stage and I would see this nigga right here sitting in the audience, and I knew he wasn't there. You see what I'm saying? So yeah, Chris is gonna go through some stuff, and of course, social media, us, everybody else gonna continue to remind him, Y'all got my man right here. I'm talking to him right now, as a matter of fact. My man Marvin Totally, the nigga that tried to kill me. Anyway, so Marv, that night, give me a rundown. What was going through your mind that night, bro?
I mean, I was having a good time. I ain't gonna lie, I was a little drunk, but it was something he said. I can't even remember, man. Flipped out. I got up there, man.
So tell us how you beat up the whole club before you got to me.
Yeah, it was a disaster right there, man. That was crazy. Like, I think I hit about 3 people before I got on the stage. I the one dude that I heard was security. I think I knocked him out. One of them. And then somebody else bit me though, man. Somebody else bit me like right before I got on the stage.
So in the aftermath of all this, and you got time to process it and all that. So what did you learn from all that? What did you take away from all that?
I honestly learned that, man, you got to be able to take some things. You got to be able to let some things go. That could have caused me. I had 7 charges. I think all of them except for 2, I was facing 10 years apiece. By the grace of God, I ain't gonna even lie, man. I came out with only 23 months after serving 11 years and 3 months in feds.
So Marv, hold on. You tried to kill me and they only gave you 23 months? Me? Come on, Marv, me?
I think the money we spent. I think the money we spent that for that lawyer. That's what got me out, Steve.
All right, so Marv, tell the people how you and I reconnected.
I was sending you a lot of messages, man. I don't know if you was getting them on my homepage when it first came. Because they do it like every year on Facebook. And man, I was saying, man, I got to holler at Steve because we was actually on good terms before I went and did that.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So that's why I was really reaching out. Like, man, Steve, I really wanted to apologize, to be honest. You know what I mean?
Last thing though, I have to say this to you. And you know, I don't know what type of time you got on your hands, but I got time. And what I mean by that is I'm coming to Columbia to beat your ass. I'm gonna give you what you've been looking for. So we let's get the, you know, I do the boxing thing. So let's get together. Let's find a gym, a boxing gym, and have this exhibition match so I can show the world comedians got hands.
Steve, you really want to do that though? You got a little small jacket on. It's making you look big.
Hey man, that was Marv. And honestly, man, that was really, really dope for me, man, to know that after all that, we were able to handle it like men, and we established pure respect for each other. And honestly, I can't wait to see him again. And that's what it's all about, man. You know, misunderstandings happen. And of course, that was an isolated incident. But, you know, talking to this brother on and off, man, you know, he's a good brother. He's a good brother. It was just an unfortunate situation. And I wish him the best, him and his beautiful family. When you are Will Smith or Chris Rock, you tend to have copycats. I wish I was big enough to have copycats. I don't. But yes, you're going to have copycats, and people are going to want to do stuff like that because their idol or the person that they're a fan of did it. And then you got another thing. You got social media likes. Everybody's addicted to getting a like on social media. So you're going to have people with cameras. Hey, watch this. I'm about to go do this to a comedian. You know what I'm saying? It's going to happen, and it's already happened. You see what I'm saying? So I when I saw that, that was one of the first things I thought about, because I even put up a post about it. You know, he opened the door for more stuff like this to happen. And it's so unfortunate. I think the biggest lesson that can be gotten out of this moment is that people need to practice self-control, and there needs to be a standard of comedy etiquette. You know, once you begin stand-up comedy, you know, like I've gone through it, I think a lot of others should go through it, as far as comedians teaching each other on how things need to be. That has gotten away from this art a lot. People are like willy-nilly now. They can just do whatever they want to do as comics. You know, perfect example, T.I. Love T.I. to death, but somebody in his corner, all these guys, somebody needs to be a no man, not a yes man. You know what I'm saying? I haven't seen him on stage, but from the antics that I'm hearing and, you know, the videos and stuff, his crew who's around him who are comedians, I'm holding them responsible, because at some point in time, y'all got to talk to him like, hey man, let me tell you how the game is. Let me tell you what not to do. Let me tell you how to maneuver. You know what I'm saying? And apparently, these people are not telling him that. And it's not fair to him. It is not fair to our line of business. You know, you got this superstar on our stage, and he's just doing whatever the fuck he want to do, because the people around him are not telling him how it really is. So now he's looking like the bad guy coming in bullying us, but the dude really don't know. So come on, guys, you got a responsibility. Somebody taught you, and you know, T.I. is a superstar, but in our genre, he's an open micer. Teach the open micer like you teach everybody else. We just need to, as comedians, police each other. We got to police each other. And that's just what it is. When I came into business, I had guys policing me and other comics who are great, and it needs to be handed down. And that's just what it is. But, you know, I mean, this is a situation that hurt us. But it's going to make us open our eyes and see that some things can be changed for the better.